karmic paths. Because even though you two are not close together in years, you have the same mission. You understand the truth. You know what the truth is. It's the method of delivery that is challenging. Now it's interesting, it seems like since you have, that is, yes you do. You have the sun sign in the same place. So you have, this is getting really good. You have this syndrome that you know how to do it, but for some reason you're choosing not to. It's your greatest strength when you go to it. And all the time that I know you up here, I've seen you only do that once. And when I saw you do it that time, you reacted to it like, how did I put myself there? And you got out of that spot real quick. But you have the ability to put the information just like it's supposed to be. You don't even have to go deep with it. All you got to do is say it without the preference, because you have a tendency to prefer this or that, like all of us. Put it out there for everybody. Even the ones that look like they don't want it. Even the ones that look like they want to argue with you, because they're the man in the mirror. They're reflecting your resistance to do what you need to do. And so it looks like they're fighting with you, but they don't even know what you're talking about. It ain't about them. This is all you. So as soon as you come to peace with that, then that young lady sitting in the back can help you with that. Because she's struggling with the same thing, only from a more steadfast nature. Her resistance is even greater than yours, which is hard to believe, but I guess women are stronger than men. I don't know.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But she can show you a path of life that you haven't considered. The lower you, the higher you already knows. But you don't listen to him very much because he's in conflict with what your preference is. And you're strong enough to resist him. And you have been resisting.
No, like I mentioned first, I feel I'm on a journey too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm constantly looking for that compatible person to take that journey with. But that is the missing part of my whole life, I almost say, because it's a constant journey doing that. It's like trying to find that person that really will take you to another level, and not that's hard to do.
It's challenging?
It's very challenging for me anyway.
Well, that's because you know how strong you are.
Okay.
You're not going to give yourself a simple challenge.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Now, I was listening to, usually the etymology of the words you were using there. I said, compatibility. I said, I don't know if I'm smart enough to break that one down. I might need you two to help me out. Compatible, what does that mean? Because I believe I know what it means to
It's
you.
like yin and yang, like it's the other side of you that makes you whole.
But you're already whole.
You're already whole. No, like you said, we all put here for a purpose.
Right.
So if you put here for a purpose, it's not all about you.
Right.
It's all about everything that you find on your journey.
Which happens to
Okay.
you.
Okay. But
At the same time.
At the same time, I understand that. But I'm still saying you're still finding, you're looking or you're searching for that other piece. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I totally understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But I would just, maybe trying to give you a little bit of advice that's saying it's kind of hard to find happiness if you're not happy. yourself.
Right, okay.
By yourself.
By yourself. So
I'm happy with
I-
myself. I'm really, I won't say impressed with myself in a way. I feel good about the things I've accomplished really in life.
I mean,
You know, but I'm just saying it's still, you know, it's still that something I want to attain.
right.
And it's hard to get there.
What I'm saying is, if we pay attention to right here, like what is being shown right here, I think the message is we're learning about self. So
But you learn it every day. You're maturating 24/7. You never say, like you used before, look in the mirror and see the same person.
right.
You're gonna always see something different because all of your encounters every day, all of your searches every day is gonna take you to another place.
Yeah,
You know,
what I'm
like,
saying, because of this right here, it seems like, what I'm trying to say is, it seems like in every aspect, it seems like we always seeing it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we always trying to figure out.
Get back
Like
to
all the time, every time something wrong, we give it to somebody else.
It's like you're the king. And the king has power of life and death over everything. But if he says yes, this is yes. No conversation. If he says no, it's a no. No conversation. When you meet that boundary, because that's where you set the boundary up, with yeses and nos, that's the challenge for you. Because you know, in order to come over that challenge, you have to say yes, but you don't want to say yes in that situation. You have enough life experiences to show you what happens when you say yes, when you don't want to say yes. So you said, I'm not going there. You can't make me go there, and you're strong enough to stand in that. That's why I read the law of Ma'at first. It says, if you have a preference, you cannot accomplish what you came here to accomplish. No matter what you think, how you feel, what information you got with that.
But I don't want a yes man, or a yes woman. You know,
No, I'm talking about the woman, I'm talking about you.
no, I'm just saying. I'm saying, you know, when I do offer whatever I have, I look for feedback or contradiction.
But
I
you can't
want
have
that, you know.
You can't have it, you're the king. King
No,
can't have
I'm not,
nothing.
see, I don't.
I know,
That's me.
but that's where we are.
That's what we are.
That's exactly where we are, because you,
Yeah, it's still a preference.
see, that's your
I
preference.
want that, you know, interaction. I want that.
Your
you know.
desire is strong, am I correct?
It's there.
Thank you.
Okay.
And if it's not fulfilled, you won't be happy.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm saying that is what's blocking me. I'm suggesting that's what's blocking me.
Okay. I'm listening to you.
And I just want you to look at that. I'm not saying that you have to do it, because I know the king, whatever he says, is going to be that way. That's how you set up these signs and symbols, that you got to get through this impossible task that doesn't seem to have an answer. And yes, there will be people there that are going to influence you, but you're the person with the last say. It's going to be the way that you say, because it's already that way. Once you say something, well, I know when you close the door is closed. People can stop talking, because you ain't hearing. And so, that's what you got. That's your power. But when you do that, it's tripping you up. And it's not saying that you're looking for a yes person, or that you're going to be a yes person. It's just that you're equal to anything that can come to you.
Right. So it shouldn't be.
That would be a problem.
Well, if you're equal to it, then why say no? Because it's needed. It's not needed, like you said, it's not needed for you. You already got it.
I don't have it all.
I'm saying you
That's
just,
why I'm on my
You do.
you just don't remember. That's what remembering is. It's like you have members, but they're all spread out all over the place.
You lost our connection.
You still doing
Right
it, you
here.
still doing the treasure hunt.
That's the prime example. You just showed it to us right there. We said the earth from the sun. When we lost our connection to the earth and we went to the sun. Son. And then we started talking about the Son. We started focusing on the Son of God, Jesus, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the this person, the that person on this side. We're not grounded over here on the earth where we're supposed to be at.
So we got-
Grounded so we can know for sure, not a belief, because a belief is BELIEF. If you see if you look between the B, the E, and the F, you see the word lie. So it's not a belief. It's not something you believe in. It has to be a fact. It has to be something you standing on. Over here, you standing. On this side, when you connected to the earth, you standing. But we're over here right now with all the mess we've been taught, all the stuff we've been learning over the last. So we over here. The whole thing we're trying to do is to get back from here back to grounded. So once you get grounded back there, then you will come to, yeah, I do know it all. I am all. I ain't scared. I am all. I'm gonna be all. Stop becoming those things that you want. You know, like the love that you look for. You stop becoming the love that you want, and then you get it because you stop becoming that thing. You gotta become it before it manifests. You see what I'm saying? Once you get back grounded, that's all that's being said.
And we're sharing at the same time. You're already grounded. You just forgot.
Just got
Those hard experiences that happen
Oh.
to every one of us.
it.
You know, it's easy to forget something that's thrown in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the pain and greatest of all.
That's Lord.
And pain will make you turn away. And I don't want to feel that again. And that's what's reinforced on this planet. If you have a pain, we got a pill for it. We got medication. We'll cut your leg off. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, we take one vein from here, we'll change there.
We can fix everything.
And this ain't perfect right
And you're saying, if it helps me not to deal with the pain, then fine. And that's our separation from
That's
ourselves.
what it's celebration for.
That's our separation from ourselves. Where are we going now? Management.
Natural.
The management.
Nurture. Turn that camera
Whoa.
around.
Yeah, point it at the
Once he
subject.
speaks, I'm gonna sit down and point.
Okay, you pointed at the chair about to say.
Oh, that's a couple.
Yeah. Get up.
Oh. Keep it right on.
Yes, Anasa. Yeah.
I wish I could zoom in on you too. Yeah.
Listen, we can talk for a minute about feelings, because that's where you're most at home. You feel things, you know how to nurture somebody. You got that down pat. Being the boss, being the bad boss, not being the boss, being a hard boss that nobody likes, because they say, he's too hard, he want me to do this, he want me to do that. That's not my place. You don't care about all of that. So I want to hear the excuse. This is what I want now. Period. This is what you came to master. It's like, because you can tell people to do that, but you don't feel good about it. He said, they ought to know that themselves. He said, and they do, and they should. But that's none of your concern. You're being placed at the head to remind them. Because when you remind them, you remind you. So this is who I gotta be. I have to be right on it. Is this serving me what I'm doing right now? Because you see people doing all kinds of stuff that's not serving them. Man in the mirror is looking back at you and saying, okay, what you see is true. But now I'm going to ask you, what are you doing that's not serving you? If you have one thing on the list, it's too much. It's too much. This is your mission in life that you have chosen to accept. Be that hard master. Because when a person doesn't do it, you'll say, well, you knew I was a hard master. Don't be feeling bad. And now I'm firing you. You're going to have to get out there and make your way anyway. I was giving you a chance, you didn't want it, later for you. Just get out of my presence. Will you be that hard? Because I know you can be. When you get pissed off, it comes out.
You get pissed off?
So,
Woo!
so we know it's there. It's in the book. He wouldn't display it in front of people because he doesn't like being.
Right. So, Adam said he displayed like this.
He has that.
Yeah, I know, I see that.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is you're asking him to be the opposite.
When the situation calls for it.
Yeah, right. Now, I just
Because,
want everybody to
yeah,
understand.
because when he's easy on that person that is slacking, that's the way he is with himself.
Right.
And that's what needs to be put in alignment. To have alignment with himself. And that's what that person is coming around to show him.
That's what they did, like the experience, and they show him
That's the experience.
Right.
Peace, brother. Peace.
Those corners, those
So, I'm trying to
corners,
be in harmony with
those
people.
corners.
I'm
Hmm.
trying to be in harmony with people.
Out there like.
Around to my shit.
The experience, your memory of
It's easy to
experience past
Right.
says when you try to be harmonious with this person that's like Yahoo,
Yeah.
you already know what's going to happen. But the truth is,
That's
if
because
you never really look, you don't really know what's
bring
going
it
to
out.
happen.
This is so natural.
Step
Everything
into,
else.
like you said, step into
I
who
want
that
to-
person is.
Right.
If you don't know who that person is, you don't know what's
Okay.
going to happen.
Okay.
Even though your experience
Okay.
tells you, oh, you got to get ready. Knock this sucker out. That's not the truth.
That's not the truth all the time. I know exactly.
And you have to be the one to stand up. Even if you make a mistake and take the hit. When you make a mistake, you say, okay, now I know. And still be in harmony. We love challenges. Why do we pick these things? There's some challenging. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Now,
We
this
always love challenges, but then when you get faced with it, like,
It's different. A buffalo stampede, one of my teachers told me, he said, it's different looking at a buffalo stampede from a helicopter or being on the ground.
right. Well,
In the midst
my
of
father
it.
always tell me, my problem was you see the forest before you see the trees, same, you know.
Mhm.
Same
Same
thing.
thing. And this is what our challenge is, not just with ourselves, but with our whole community. Because we're meeting people like us every day.
Every day, all
Every day. They keep saying, when are you going to stand up? And we say, not today. Not today. Now, this has just been the introductory course. I want to see who wants to take it. The 3 to 6 is going to be $15 a session.
It's important.
Nothing today, because I want, if you want to take it, this is the kind of information that I'm going to be bringing. But I'm going to show you how the symbols in your charts, because I'm going to draw your charts on after.com and then bring them into you next week so we can look at them and show you the avenues that you've been walking and what choices that you have, even though that you already know them. I'm going to make them like black and white.
No, I think it's important. It's important that we learn astrology.
How many
It's the only way we can do it.
Right.
How to deal with it when you see people. You know what I mean? So when you see them acting a certain way, certain traits come up, you know that let me stay over here versus, you alright, what's wrong with you? And then me and you arguing, and that'll cause more harm than good. So it's important, astrology, very important.
This is what we do. I suggested last week you should watch that movie, The Miracle State. I watched it again.
That's the sign.
Everything that's going to be in my lessons in there because people were meeting themselves, the guy was
You
having a
can't-
conversation.
You cannot change that.
And he brought up the
So
subject.
You can hang it up.
Once he brought up the subject, I was like,
Talk to you later.
well, is so-and-so still alive? Now, the person brought the subject up, saying,
We
what
do
you got
that
there for?
What's a miracle or what?
Saying,
We do that.
saying, and it's surprising because at the beginning it said it's a Spike Lee joint. And after I finished watching, I said, Spike cannot be this deep. I thought that somebody else wrote the screenplay. He was just the director. And he did a good job directing, but the stuff that was in there is us meeting ourselves all the time.
We ought to have a movie night about some of these.
People don't really know that though. People don't really know that everybody that you meet every day is a reflection of you. It's a constant reminder. See, that's what
I know, don't remind me of that. I have
But it's
family. Just won't talk to me, that ain't me.
I don't get too strong.
People I meet.
But I know some other people.
I mean, I understand that a lot of people not strong, but I mean,
You say that all you want.
It's just the time.
You say that all you want, but the more you say that, the more problems you're gonna have.
You know, I'm
Yeah, so much to be-
tell it, you know, I'm just making.
That's the
fun.
truth.
But you know, the spirit don't know whether you joking or not. It's gonna take you for being serious. So don't speak like that. He told me that, you know. Remind folks,
Don't
look,
don't
I gotta start.
change it.
I gotta start someplace.
You can change, but don't use me. Change not like you.
Well, you had a problem with that. That's not up to him.
Oh, okay.
When he starts being like that, you know exactly what.
Yeah.
So shall I continue having class on Sundays, or are we looking at possibly a weekday?
You feel like I'm a queen.
Are we doing it every Sunday?
So all these years.
I'm be
I've
honest,
been-
I'll do better.
But I have
Time lingers,
And there's,
you know, probably being retired. By the end of the day, I'm winding down. Okay, so not during the week. So Sunday,
I
I'm
spend
out,
too
push
much
to
time trying to
Right.
So y'all think y'all can do it in 5 weeks?
you know, June's got
Actually-
4 more weeks in it.
Right, but then maybe we have to do it before weeks because the week after that is 4th of July.
The 3rd of July is this Sunday.
Oh, it
The
is?
first Sunday
But
of
people
July.
probably be
is the
doing
3rd.
it. People be doing
Yeah.
it.
Well, what about
They won't be here.
a Saturday? Anybody booked on Saturday? Oh, yeah, you need that one, that other one on the Saturday? You work every third Saturday? Okay, let me see. I'm on this side of the earth.
relax.
Okay.
So we can do it the Saturday before the last Sunday. That would give you 5 classes.
Okay, so the last class will be a Saturday.
The last class would be,
Second.
yes.
Okay, the award is on the first Saturday.
It says,
The 4th of July is on a Friday. So the last Sunday is the 29th, right?
Right.
The last Sunday is the 29th.
And so we're talking about the Saturday before, the day before that.
Well, you know, there are 4 more Sundays in this month,
That's what I'm saying. So we got 4 weeks in this month,
4 weeks.
and it's Saturday before the last Sunday.
And the Saturday
It's the
is
28th.
Yeah, which is the 20.
So the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and
It
the
would be
28th.
You mean in July?
June, we have the
Oh,
8th,
the
the
Saturday
15th,
before the last Sunday of June
the 28th.
would be the
28.
28th.
And that's not the third Saturday, so you'll be connected, right?
It depends, like I said, I worked yesterday, so I'm off the next 2 Saturdays, and I work every third Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about the 4th Saturday.
So, fourth Friday be okay, because he's saying
You have to
this
work
past.
the
So the
14th.
17th and the 7th and the 14th, you'll be working, and the 21st you'll be off.
What's the
Okay.
big G?
I won't be here. You won't be here? I'll be gone out again. You still
Which weekend is that?
The last weekend.
Of June.
What are you doing anyway?
Okay. Well, what's,
It might be to your advantage to get this book.
When it,
There are 10,000 books on astrology, but this one just has a planetary placements in it.
where, you online?
You can get it online, Amazon. You can get it on the podcast.
how you say the office name?
I used to have that.
Ephemeris.
Oh, Ricky Pottinger, what is that?
That's the person that put this one together for the trilogy.
Oh, okay, yeah,
He did
yeah.
the first work. Been doing work for a decade.
Does that go to the Kemetic or Maya also?
It's just planetary placements,
Okay.
period.
Okay, the
From 1900 to 2000.
22nd, Sunday the 22nd is the flea market
So
on that Sunday.
Oh, so
this is one of the ones we have.
How you represent ISA. This is that Saturday and Sunday, right?
Right.
So the 8th, the 8th and the 15th to carry on, is okay with you all? Sunday the 8th and Sunday the 15th? June,
What day is Father's Day? Usually the 26th.
Father's Day is the 15th.
June 8th is somebody's birthday.
Oh, but you won't be here on the 8th.
Yeah.
Whose birthday, June 8th?
Me.
Okay.
Oh.
We need a calendar, because I keep forgetting these, and like the reader say.
No, you don't keep forgetting it's there. Stop saying that. You want to forget.
You're right. You don't celebrate my own birthday, so I guess not.
It's
I'll be
not
celebrating.
right.
It's that I was gonna say, oh, when's your birthday? I really don't mean it, because I don't celebrate mine, so thank you for reminding me of that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well, you know I can't wait
Okay.
to get you outside.
Who are the regular working folks?
I gotta check.
I'm on plantation every day.
Working time.
I do also take other days that they give me. I'm trying to pay some, it's 3 shifts.
You work 5 hours.
5 days for me.
That don't count.
It takes a lot to prepare one's mind to have to give the information
So,
unbiasedly.
do you prefer that we take
Just do it.
consecutively, because we can do the 15th and the 29th of June? Sunday.
Okay, my brother.
All right.
You
The
go.
15th and the
We got
20th,
work to do.
And in the same 2 weeks in July, maybe?
possibly Earth to you all. The 15th and the 28th of June. Sunday here.
Yeah, I'm here those two.
Okay. 15th and the 28th
Some surprises we've been here today.
I bet.
Yeah.
They don't
Cause to see it
love
from the ground.
Then identity.
Yeah.
These bright lights we got in here too. All of our budding energies.
Mhm.
Thank you. So,
And
Wizard,
I'm not done, excuse me.
don't anything, mother.
All right, so July, what? Sunday is the 6th.
That's the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have some people out of town, I know that.
And for two
They ain't
weeks
going
in
nowhere.
July, I'll be gone.
You know, they all celebrate Independence Day, they ain't going nowhere.
Independence of what?
Right. So
Well,
that's
July 4th is
tentative,
on
the
a
6th,
Friday.
6th, 13th, and 20th, just run them. The last three. All right, we're gonna put the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th. The first 3 Sundays in July, we plan to be finished. Comprende? Comprende?
I forwarded that.
Okay, look in.
Okay, so the next time that we come back is 28th or the 15th? 15th and the 29th is the next time.
Well, we
This is
would
for-
come in every other week. For David's class, it would be
Every other
the
Sunday.
15th and the 29th.
Okay. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, not the following Sunday, but the Sunday after. So it's every other.
For that class, now you know ISE is still open, okay, it's the doors are still open,
That's right.
okay.
Just remind.
And then 16th, 6th, 13th, and 20th.
So, when's my son's son? Where is my son's son?
The date that I put on it, it is. It's Taurus.
Well, no,
In tropical, so we touched on that in 2 different zodiacs. One is measured by the constellation, which actually has the stars as a backdrop, so that doesn't change. The other one is the imaginary belt around the Earth, which is popular astrology, but everybody associates with it. The 2 are actually 26 degrees apart because the tropical one moves 1 degree every 72 years. And so then tropically, you would be, and you might make it back to Aries.
oh, God.
Does that make you feel good? Oh, why not?
Don't think about the bull and the ram, so get that out your head.
Yeah, because it's like you're looking at exactly the same things, because all the planets stay in the same aspects, they just change signs. And so some people don't think the signs mean that much, but the fact that they're there, it means something. And the energy, what you see through the filter, depending on your perspective. Personally, I found that when I do a person's chart on the sidereal side, and I don't tell them the difference, they usually identify with the star sign more than the zodiac sign. And I think that's interesting observation, because if I have a conversation with them, they'll say that they're the tropical thing, and they don't want to be the sidereal thing, even though they agree that they're the sidereal thing. I guess that's the difference between those 2 perspectives I showed you in the beginning. When we think one thing and we're real comfortable with thinking that, it's going to be tough to move them, just because that's what they're used to. Like you're comfortable with Taurus. Now somebody says, but then they look at your hair and they would start seeing that the Aries part. You're just an astrologer. That they would start seeing those symbols come up, and you say, no, I'm not an Aries. I don't act like that. Because you're comfortable with the Taurus side.
So I'm still
I can admit to y'all.
Yes.
Am I?
Tropical. The different dates.
Yeah, you'll be an Aries.
I didn't know that.
I knew that you knew.
It's on.
Oh, you sure are. Yeah.
The funny thing about, I
And
guess,
the second one,
Yeah.
party.
Dave, why do we look at the day we were born instead of the day we were conceived?
we look at the day we're born because that's when you take your first breath. That's how they set up that natal chart. That's what it's called, a natal chart, because you take your first breath.
You actually, I mean, if you don't breathe, I mean, you can breathe in the womb, don't you?
You are not breathing
Yeah,
air.
before we just,
You're not breathing air in the womb. And you're not really conscious like we talk about consciousness being in the world. Now, there is a chart that they call a conception chart that is set up, and